So we won, they removed it. I don't even know what you want to call it at this point, but in Black Ops 6, after the Season 4 update, there was a couple things that were added in. Number one, in the event tab that's going on, which by the way, today they are adding the Ballerina bundle, but the event doesn't start until Thursday. So that's a little bit weird, but yeah, so Ballerina bundle is there before the event anyway. But in this tab, there used to be ads. Down the left-hand side, there would be ads for store bundles, things like that. And then with Season 4, the other thing that was added in is when you went to your loadouts and you went to go select an individual weapon, as you would scroll through the weapons, above the weapon, it would show bundles that include those weapons. Now, thankfully, the internet exists and we can see what this used to look like thanks to Modern Warzone here. If we just play his video,
aka Modern Warzone here,
we can see that in the kind of individual tabs here, right above C9, for example, we have the bankroll. So actually, let's hear what he has to say.
Activision appears to have added Battle Pass and bundle advertisements to the creative class system in Black Ops 6 and Warzone with the Season 4 update. As you can see here, I'm going through the creative class and the loadout system, and for every single weapon I go to in this creative class, if I don't already own the master blueprints for that weapon, or some of the, like, almost all of these blueprints that are listed here are reactive.
So here's the thing, right? Not a huge deal, but annoying as hell. It feels like you're playing a free-to-play game, and it's just annoying. Also, if you have OCD, it's going to be very annoying unless you buy literally every single one and the advertisement doesn't show up anymore. Like, there's people out there that exist that have to click and exit out of every little thing that pops up, every little ad that's on their screen, because they have OCD, and that just farms engagement, or in this case, farms selling bundles. Now, it gets weirder than this. Or
Mastercraft, so they cost 2,400 COD points or more. If I don't have them, they're being advertised, and if I just click on them, it immediately takes me to the bundle. So that's something they decided to spend time adding with the Season 4 update, you know.
All of the weapons.
Hey, everyone.
So I think what Doug said there, where he said that they spent time to add this in with Season 4, is super interesting and super telling, because as of last night, they put out an update that said this. This is the official Twitter account right here, and it says, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone, a UI feature test that surfaced select store content in the loadout menus was published in Season 4 update in air. This feature has been removed from the live game. Now, first things first, I have more to talk about, by the way. There's bots to talk about. There's lots to talk about today. First things first, clearly they're acting as though this was completely unintended. They're talking about this as though, oh, well, it just managed to make its way into the game. No, you developed this and you had it ready to go live in the game, and it went live and everyone hated it. And now you're walking it back being like, well, it wasn't supposed to be there. Well, yes, it was, because you freaking developed it. It's not like these magically appeared above every single weapon. You made the code to make that happen. So we can't just sit there and disingenuously say, ooh, how did that make its way? No, you planned for it to be there, and you got whoopsies, and we didn't mean to do it. Well, maybe even if you didn't mean to put it live in Season 4, you developed it. Someone put the code in the game to make that happen. And then you can just say, I see, you know, here's the thing. I would have preferred if they just came forward and said, we tried to sell more bundles. You guys thought it was annoying. We removed it. Why not just say that? I'd be fine with that. You know, that stuff happens all the time. You know, if I put too many ads in this video and you guys are like, bro, too many ads, guess what? I'll remove some of them. And then the next video, there will be less ads because I'm not perfect and I can make mistakes. Okay, bots. Let's stop talking about advertisements and let's start talking about bots. So bots season, let's go back into game here. So Season 4 added in solo bots. Let's go over to Warzone here really quick. Now, with bots, we stated that there are going to be more and more bots added to the game. So right now, there are quads and solos. There's 2 game modes with bots. But yesterday, actually this morning, 2 hours ago, it's like 5:35 a.m. right now. So at 3:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a leaker by the name of AliX tweeted this out. And here's what he said. Well, turns out season 4, they added a lot more stuff related to bots, LOL. So these are things that I am questioning. Can I zoom in or will that not work? It will work a little bit. Okay, so first of all, it says SCR bot difficulty proportion, hardened, recruit, regular, or veteran. Now, people are going to think that they're going to add in difficulty of bots, right? And maybe they do. Maybe they do. But keep in mind, bots are in multiplayer lobbies as well as bots are in the campaign. So this part does not worry me too much. However, it goes further. Mind BR. So again, these ones at the top do not say BR. These ones right here say BR. BR, combat expected kill max input. So I'm guessing they have like a max amount of kills they allow bots to get, but I could be wrong. And then bot mind BR, sniper combat extra grenade throw. So the one thing that you may have noticed is in Warzone, if you run into a bot, the very first thing that they do is throw a grenade. Now, I think if they have a sniper, they now might throw two. Just to, like, I think that's what's going on. Combat extra grenade throw, as you're seeing there. Personality proportion automation, default, and sniper. So maybe they're adding a change to the sniper bots in Warzone, as well as screen bot target type included agent. No idea what the agent thing is. Now, I don't mind any of that. Even if they add in veteran bots, for example, into Warzone, I'm not against that. As long as everyone who's playing has the same experience. But there was more found. A lot more. So thanks to AliX once again. Again, these are data mined. That it doesn't mean this will come to the game. As we just saw, they're willing to lie and say that they didn't mean to add something when it's clearly in the files. Now, this is the bad one. So this is the bad one. So SCR skill-based bot difficulties config 1 through 5. Does that not sound like skill-based bots? So this is where the problem comes in, right? And then they have SCR skill-based damage ratio bot to human config 1, skill-based damage ratio bot to human config count. This specifically sounds like they're going to add different difficulties and different amount of damage bots based off of your skill in game. If this happens, I just want to be clear, if this happens, this will kill Warzone. So they finally found this thing that casual players like, which is the bot lobbies. I like them. I would call myself a casual player. Yeah, I'm decent at the game, but like, I don't want to go in and sweat and play ranked play. And like, I would play ranked play if they got rid of the base lobbies that are just skill-based lobbies. But if they make it so that your average player doesn't know what type of bots they're getting in game, and their bots are going to be different than this other person's bots who is in the same game, that'll ruin the mode. Now, I don't see that happening anytime soon, but the game files saying that scare me. The fact that they're adding in more bot things in the game, I think at the very least, what we can assume from this is, number one, more bot game modes are coming. 100%. That should be a surprise to no one, to absolutely no one. Now, what I actually hope is happening here, let's switch this, okay? Do not put in bots that are different based off of your skill in game. Do not put in anything that is different based off of your skill in game. The game that I play and the game that you play should be the same no matter what. I don't even like when they have ranked play and they remove weapons and remove items from the game. I think the game should be the game and stop whining and play the goddamn game. Everyone should have the same experience. Okay, that's on the table. Now, this whole skill-based bot thing, just get that out of my freaking game. But this could be cool. Now, the reason why I say this could be cool is because if they add in more bot games where, say, they add in casuals, say they have like BR casuals, but what if they say hardcore casuals? And now in this game mode, the bots are better, the bots are smarter, and maybe even they put in bosses in the game. Now we're getting closer and closer towards DMZ, which I'm going to be honest, I miss. I think a lot of you miss, but very well could be something along those lines for something closer to DMZ. Like what they're saying, proportionally, sniper bots, other type of bots, boss bots, extra damage bots, things like that. But if they do that, that gameplay needs to be the same for everyone. So get the advertisements out of the game, get skill-based lobbies out of the game, get skill-based bots right the hell out of the game. And if you're going to add something like this, make it proportional for every player who plays the game. And maybe that's what they're doing. So again, when it comes to these leaks, especially data mined leaks, big grains of salt, big grains of salt. And speaking of which, on Ink Slasher, there's a Black Ops 7 data mined / story video out today. So go check that out. Also, this channel, the support on this bad boy, holy crap, guys. Clearly you like something that I'm doing over here, which is basically just me yelling at my camera. So thanks for the support. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And we're going to keep on grinding. I think we had 3 videos today, so round of applause for everyone.